Hey guys, I'm Robert, and I am a RangerNerd. I'm here with Jim Kelley, also known as Kojima-san Cosplay. I got that right?
Close.
Close.
Kojima-san Cosplay.
Kojima-san Cosplay,
There you
guys.
go. Good job, buddy.
And for those of you who can't get that, FX. Kojima-san Cosplay. I can do it.
Oh,
It
yeah.
didn't take me that long. We're all practicing for that 30 minutes right before we started filming this. No. Anyway, so let's get to this. Jim, are you a RangerNerd?
Yes, I'm always, man. My whole life. RangerNerd for life, boy.
Cool, man. So tell us, what is your RangerNerd story? You know, like how did you start liking, loving Power Rangers, and how has it stayed in your life? You know, tell us about all that.
When I was, little, being a young boy growing up in the 90s in America, I, watched Power Rangers, of course.
Okay.
And also, being born, the time that I did, I was born in 96. So, I had more access to the internet, so from there I was also able to watch, at the same time while I was watching Power Rangers, I was able to discover Super Sentai as well.
Cool.
So I used to watch both of them when I was young.
Very cool. That's like first time somebody said that they grew up with both Power Rangers and Super Sentai.
Yeah, it's a rare one, unless you actually, lived in Japan.
So born in 96, so what series were you watching when you were growing up?
Well, VHS tapes are amazing. So I had all the VHS tapes almost for MMPR.
Okay.
And 96 was when, I believe 96 is when Turbo came out.
So 3 years after, so we're looking like Z or maybe Turbo.
Yeah, and so I would watch Turbo, and In Space was a big one. I distinctly remember Christmas of '98 receiving Power Rangers In Space toys. I love home movies because I didn't really watch a lot of it on television until Time Force and Wild Force. I remember I would come home every day and my mother would, she would have them recorded for me from school.
Cool.
And, those are two distinct ones that always, they're always in my head.
Very cool. I remember having to wake up my mom to make sure that she videotaped Power Rangers for me so that I could watch it later. I remember that. It's very cool. So then how has it stayed in your life? Like, what are you doing with it now with your love for Power Rangers?
Well,
I mean, you're cosplaying, so how did that start?
Well, when I started getting super nerdy, which was my sophomore year of high school,
Okay.
I was looking into all the money that I'd saved up. I was looking into purchasing a Ranger suit, and I got ripped off from when I was purchasing a Dragon Shield and a Dragon Dagger. I was going to do Dragon Ranger, green MMPR, but the person who I had ordered it from, he had canceled, his account and everything. But it's funny because he was a popular maker at the time. I'm not going to say names, but he was a popular maker at the time, and he, people kept recommending him. And when I ordered from him, he got my measurements and everything, and then he deleted his website.
And just took your money.
And I was like, well, that happened. But then cut to 2 years later.
Okay.
I got asked to be part of the DragonCon parade by a local ranger group where I live in Atlanta, and I was Green Ninjetti in the parade.
Okay.
And from there is where I met most of my ranger friends to start off with. And my first ranger suit that I ever wore was 2 months later, where a friend of mine let me wear Magi Red, Mystic Force Red. And he let me borrow that suit for 2 months. So I wore it, I went to a couple charity events with it.
Cool.
I wore it on Halloween, and actually on Halloween is when I decided that cosplay was going to be what I wanted to do.
Nice.
Because this child, that came to the... all these ranger stories usually have to do with a child. I know with my buddy Mexican Cosplay, that's a big part of why he does it. But he came to the door, and he was just asking me all my questions because he was a little kid. He didn't really know much about my show, but he was asking all the questions, asking my name, asking my powers, asking what year that the show came out, and he was just asking all these questions. And then finally, when I was letting him play with my weapon, and then he turned to me and he asked me, "Will you continue to save the world from the monsters?" And I got down on my knee, I put my hand on his shoulder, and I told him, I don't remember his name, but I told him, "For you, just because you asked me that, I will never stop, and I will always have you in my mind as the one that motivated me to help save the world." I went to give him a high five, and he gave me a hug.
Cue all the ahs right there.
And it was right.
Get all the sound of effects for all of the ahs.
It was right in that moment that I knew this is what I was meant to do.
That's awesome. That is awesome. Like, that's what I love about Power Rangers, is that it has become such a positive thing in our life. That we're doing, and I mean, not like just we, but a lot of people out there, a lot of the other people that I've interviewed, like Deca Mexican, like Zack Attack CrossFit, so many others. They're just going out there just because it was a positive influence on them, on us, and now we want to be a positive influence.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
So that's very cool. Such a good story to hear, man. But you don't just cosplay as Power Rangers.
No, I do not.
You cosplay as other Tokusatsu network things. So tell us about some of that.
Well, along with my love for Power Rangers Super Sentai, it branched off to other Tokusatsu, which, for those of you who don't know what Tokusatsu is, that's, the giant monsters and transforming heroes genre. Mm-hmm. I currently own 2 Kamen Rider outfits, my most popular one being Kamen Rider Kiva. Okay. I now have Kamen Rider Double as well. And I am ordering Kamen Rider Kuga, who is my all-time favorite Kamen Rider. I'm ordering that outfit at the end of the month, and looking to branch out to some other lesser-known series and to kind of reach out to all the fandoms and all the people that love this, this great genre.
Yeah, of fighting monsters with explosions.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
best.
you can't go wrong with that.
Oh yeah.
That's very cool, man. So what does the future look like? Like, what are your goals with cosplay?
Well, this year at Ranger Stop, it was my first time being a cosplay guest.
Awesome.
It's been a dream ever since I started, mm-hmm. cosplaying, because I've always wanted to inspire. I've always wanted to be the embodiment of these heroes on screen, and so this was a great experience for me and a dream come true. I'm hoping in the future, as I get more outfits and as I do more photo shoots and I can get my name out there a little bit more and go into and just expand, what I do. I also have my first acting role coming up, which I am portraying a popular superhero on a internet series. Can't really say much, but it's a local independent group in Atlanta, and I have a lead role as a very fast superhero. So
that's going to be interesting. We'll be looking forward to that.
Mm-hmm.
So one of my favorite questions to ask my cosplay guest is, if money was not an object, what would you cosplay?
That is a very, very excellent question. I would actually go non-tokusatsu on this one.
Okay. That's cool. I mean,
yeah.
Hey, cosplay doesn't just have to be like Power Rangers and Kamen Rider, so.
Yeah, I would definitely go with, for anybody who is a fan of the Soul series, like Soul Calibur, I would do Siegfried's crystal armor from Soul Calibur 4, which is just one of those where I wish that I could get that. I don't know who could make it, but if I had the money, I'd just be like, or I could just get whatever I wanted. Like you said,
yeah.
I just go to some film studio. I'm like, hey, make me this. Do you know who I am? Do it.
You don't know who I am? That's okay. Money. Now do it. That's cool. One last question. What do you want to say to all your fans and followers out there, to all the Ranger nerds out there? What is your message that you want to tell them? What's the heart of cosplay.
Well, my message to everyone, if you want to get into cosplay or you want to get into bigger things, chase your dreams. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't or cannot do something. I've had, through my entire life, I've had people doubt me.
Mm-hmm.
People tell me, you can't do that, it's impossible. Or, you're too short to be a ranger. I'm 5'8", I'm not short. Come on, I'm taller than the Asian stuntman. But, it's just, don't let anybody tell you what you can and cannot do. If you have something and you have the motivation, do it. I could pull a Shia LaBeouf just do it in here, but I'm not gonna stoop to that level.
We'll get him. We'll get him in there. Ready and go.
Do it.
Perfect.
But yeah, it's just all a matter of just chasing your dreams and doing what you love. It took a little bit of courage for me to actually get out and start doing things because I was really shy. But as I started meeting more people, and as you start getting you get a more feel for what you do, it's just something you can't get enough of, and it's a part of you that you can expand upon. And if you have the motivation, then you have the potential, and that's what I live for. I live for motivating people. I live for making people smile. I live for people to chase their dreams, which is what I'm doing. I'm chasing my dreams right now, and I'm very confident. I'm at a point right now. I reached my first step. I finally became a cosplay guest.
Nice.
And I'm striving for bigger things, and that's things and stuff, words,
stuff and things. Very cool, man. Very cool. So, do you have any plugs you want to get in there? What are your social media things? We'll definitely have your links in the bio below, so check out his pages. But what are they?
Oh, well, on Facebook, I am Kojima-san Cosplay, www.facebook.com/Kojima Cosplay if you want to get technical. Also, I have an Instagram at Kojima_san_cosplay, and that's it. I only use those two. I'm not big, but, but yeah.
Nice.
Or you can see me, out in the street, eating, McDonald's or something, just like, oh hey, I know you. I'm like, thank you. You want to take a picture? No? Okay. Right.
Alright guys, so if you like this interview, tell us what you think in the comments below. Don't forget to check out his links, his pages. If you like this video, hit like and please hit that subscribe button. Alright guys, so until next time, thanks a lot, Jim. See you guys later.
Okay, I'm just gonna take this off now and just figure that out. Yep. Okay.
Okay.
Just,
Where did this go? Okay.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Oh, good.
Yep.
No, when,
Yep.
yeah.
Should be good.
Yep. Okay.
All
Okay,
right.
Guys, are you? I don't think they're listening.
Nope.
No. Okay. So we're just gonna see you guys later.